Steele, were you bored in the first half?
Excuse me?
Were you bored in the first half?
Very. I didn't really know what to do with myself. It's kind of just walking around, doing random stuff.
So how'd you kind of keep yourself locked in? Because obviously you came in and started making an impact right away.
Coach Walsh has made an emphasis on me staying locked into the game, understand like all the checks that we were going to make. Then Coach Mick, he had me like doing runs in between like timeouts and stuff, so I was loose.
You know, Purdue's going to throw the ball a ton, not going to run a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
What's the challenge? What do you see from them, and what do you guys have to do? How disciplined you have to be?
We have to be very disciplined like we have to be every week. They got a lot of good players, a lot of good guys on the perimeter, so we just have to be locked into our assignments and stuff and be ready to play.
You were pretty honest early in the year about the transition and how it was difficult, making it look fairly easy. I mean, do you feel much more comfortable? Describe how you feel now compared to earlier in the year.
I mean, I definitely feel more comfortable, but I mean, it's still hard because, I mean, we have to change up stuff every week to stay on our toes and for other teams to not really lock in on what we're doing. So it's still hard, but I mean, I'm definitely just getting used to it.
Steele, are you ultimately happy that you made the transition?
Definitely happy to make a transition, looking back on it.
Yeah, because I mean, I'd say you would probably be seeing more time right now, obviously at linebacker than you would at running back.
Yeah,
Fair assertion.
Yeah, you're definitely right about that. Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with you.
Steele, how much of this, when you're talking about trying to still learn every week and with things changing, how much of it is just you having to go play on instinct, and how much is you processing what you're seeing much better?
I think for me, my preparation is mostly based on like getting my fundamentals right and understand what I'm seeing, and then kind of just letting the instincts work themselves on Saturday. But sometimes I get away from my fundamentals. Just have to rebite on those every single week and make sure I'm ready for Saturday.
Are you noticing from week to week? Bill asked you about being more comfortable. Like, can you tell from one game to the next that it's different for you, or that you feel that you understand it better, or that you're playing better? Like, is that noticeable for you?
Yeah, I'd say after like week 4 or so, kind of really clicked with me, and ever since then, it's kind of just snowballed, and I just feel more and more comfortable every single week.
How happy were you to be on the field in the second half last week? Can you put it into words?
I can't really put it in words. I was just happy to be out there playing with the guys. It's fun.
What lesson did you learn from getting thrown out of that game that day? Did you feel like you did dip your head a little bit? I mean, I think that's something you guys work against and stuff. But what did you learn from that experience?
Just fundamentals tackling, really. Just like I said earlier, just have to rebite on fundamentals.
Seems like there in that second half you were kind of making up for lost time, whether it was 2 tackles on the first 3 plays or the interception late. I mean, did you feel like you had to step it up to kind of make sure that the defense was in good shape in that second half, or did you just play how you normally
just play how you normally play? Just play by your rules, understand your assignment, and go from there. Really, not doing anything crazy or anything.
So nothing to prove, really?
Just doing what you're taught. No.
Purdue has a reputation for running trick plays. Like they had like a flea flicker thing last week. Like, do you guys think about that or talk about that much, or how do you is that something you can prepare for at all?
I mean, we got to prepare for everything. So if we see that on film, then we have to work at it. So yeah.
Seems like a lot of, the times when Purdue passes, or just teams start passing against you, it seems like they're focusing on the middle of the field. And I'm curious, over the course of these past few weeks, whether it's Penn State, Nebraska, what you guys have seen from opposing passing games, if the trends are kind of similar over the past few weeks, and what you guys are doing to kind of prepare as the weeks go forward.
Teams attack us different ways. Sometimes week after week it might be the same way, but really it's just understanding where they attacked us coming in on Sunday, understanding how we fix it, and then just going from there, really.
Still, we may not get a defensive back, so I'll ask you this. David Bell, what jumps out at you? What impresses you about this young man, the receiver from Purdue?
He's just skillful. He can go up and make a play. He can get open. He can really do everything. He's fast. So, yeah, we just got to focus on stopping him.
You're on the defensive side. Why is it that sometimes there are some great players that no matter who they're playing can get open, can make plays? What just stands out about that? How would you explain that to people?
I don't really know. I think it's just an it factor, really. Sometimes it's something you can't really teach. Just really born with it. And I think we got a lot of guys on the team right now that have that it factor, so I think David's one of them.
Coach Day mentioned about the defensive line finally being healthy. When they were able to throw that many players at people in a rotation, what does that do for people like you in the secondary? how does that change the way you can play when the quarterback has something else to think about?
It just makes it really clean for us. They're able to go inside, just wreak havoc, and then we're kind of just open to really play and just have fun. Because, I mean, they're doing the hard work for us up front, so we're just going around making tackles and stuff.
Steele, is there a heightened sense of some get back after what happened in 2018? Meaning, as any of the guys kind of a heightened sense of like we need to pay him back for what happened in 2018?
Not really. I haven't really seen much of that. I mean, I was on my couch watching the game, so I don't have any beef with Purdue right now. But I mean, I'm sure there's some guys that still have an edge to them about that, but they haven't really shown it.
Steele, how significant was it, I don't know, emotionally or mentally to lock that up and you have the interception there?
It's just really fun, honestly. I was really confused afterwards because the crowd kind of went silent, so I didn't really know what to do. But, I mean, afterwards, it was just fun getting on the sideline with the guys, knowing that we were able to get the win.
Just because you're used to there being cheers going on if the ball's in your hand? Or what?
I don't know. I was just tired and kind of confused. Didn't really know what to do.
Hey, what was it like just going through the game last week where in the first half you weren't able to play at all, and then second half you were out there for pretty much every snap?
I think it's just making sure you're prepared all the time because, I mean, you never really know what's going to happen, whether you're going to get ejected or not. Just have to go in every single week with the same mindset. Like, if I get in, I got to be ready to perform.